Hi friends, in our time together today, I'm introducing the Carbony low C whistle. What I want to do is talk a little bit about the whistle, and then I'm going to follow one of my favorite whistle introduction methods by comparing it to another whistle, in this instance, the Carbony low D, because I think that will really help you understand the low C better. I'll talk about the whistle, its makeup, playability. I'm going to play scale and a couple of tunes, and then I'll let you know where you could buy one, how much to expect to pay, and I've got a discount code to share with you as well if you buy from Carbony. First, the whistle, you could purchase this with either close finger spacing. Mine's a big bore close finger spacing. You could purchase it standard finger spacing or close finger spacing. It's a tapered bore body, carbon fiber. The tapered bore permits the whistle to play with more consistent volume and tuning without compromising on expressiveness, and while still enabling you to play expressively top to bottom and more consistently with volume. Not huge back pressure. You are going to have to learn to play the top few notes, just a little bit extra back pressure, nothing fancy there. The head is machined aluminum with an ebonite tip, as you'd expect on the Carbonies. Absolutely beautiful whistle, lovely to play. And you could get a standard bore or the big bore. You could get close finger spacing or standard finger spacing, and you could get thumb holes. And when you order thumb holes, you either order the top or the top and bottom. So let me play a scale. Actually, just a few notes first, and then I'll do a scale. I want to start with the low D, but I want you to hear some of the notes because this beautiful richness comes out of the low C, especially in those lower notes. You just want to sit on them and bathe in these things. All right, so I was pushing on that last note. I dialed it back and I pushed the volume. So you can, even on the bell note, that's the low note, which on this whistle is the low C. Even on the bell note, you could push the volume of this whistle. And I think that's brilliant. So, but then the folks at Carbony do so much, so stinking well. Let me play scale. Or at least part of one, are in the low D. Right, now the low C, but first compare those bell notes. The D, the C. See, they're separated by one note step. Now, same basic scale on the C whistle. And, looking at them, you would think they were twins. And see, I got them lined up here. If you weren't seeing the bottom, you wouldn't know which was which until you notice, see, the C's longer. So, let me play the Aaron Boat song. These will play quick tunes really well. I play quick tunes on the low D all the time. But somehow for me personally, I just love the depth and the richness of that low C, which makes me just want to sit in it. And so I'm really drawn to playing airs and slower tunes on that low C because of that breadth of that low C. Anyway, Aaron Boat song on both, first on the Carbony big bore, close finger spacing, low D. All right, that was the low D. I'll play the same tune, hopefully in about the same way, on the low C. So absolutely delightful to play. And to play the Carbony low D, picking up the Carbony low C, they are just so similar in how they play. The finger spacing is not all that different. The greater separation is more between the two groups of three, if I can show you that. So see the top group, see how they're just minimal difference. The low C is on this side. You see that little separation between the two hands. But if I were to align the bottom holes, they are also incredibly similar with just a slight lengthening of the third and the sixth holes, but still so close as to play like an alto whistle. So it's just a dream to play. And if you're familiar with playing a low D and you're thinking, wow, could I handle a low C? I mean, you saw me, you just pick one up, play that one, pick the next one up, and it's like playing the other. It's just an absolute dream. Now, play one more tune for you before I let you know where to pick one up and pricing. And I told you I'm really kind of, at the moment, drawn to the slower tunes of these two because I love the depth of the tone of that low C. So I want to do the Clergy's Lamentation, and I'll put links in the notes to this video in addition to where you could pick up a Carbony. I'll put links in the notes to this video as to when I walked us through the Aaron Boat song and Clergy's Lamentation. But I want to play Clergy's Lamentation, and I'll play it without the repeats in the interest of time. Clergy's Lamentation, that was the low D. I'm having to look, listen and look to make sure I've got the right whistle in hand. The low C, Clergy's Lamentation. Absolutely delightful to play. I love it. This is my low D journey, but I'm having such a good time introducing other keys of whistles in. And this low C from Carbony is, I just want to sit and listen to it as I played. It has that amazing a tone. So let's think about where to pick one up and pricing. I'm going to stick a few links in the notes to this video as to where you could pick up a Carbony low C whistle or a low D if you don't have one of those yet. And I think I'll put probably 3 links there. And in today's tariff kind of world, you've got to bear in mind where you live and what it's going to cost to get a slightly more expensive professional grade whistle shipped to you, and whether you're going to have to pay extra to bring it into the country. You might want to purchase it in the country where you live to avoid surcharges. So that's why I'm going to give you a few different options. But I'll tell you the pricing from the Carbony website. And the low D is, if you get the low D wide bore close finger spacing without the leading tone and without the thumb holes, it's $600. Now, you might think, well, wow, how much is the low C? Haha. If you get the Carbony low C whistle, close finger spacing, big bore, without thumb holes and without the leading tone hole, it is $600. If you buy it, at least that's today's website price. If you buy it from Carbony, now the pricing is going to increase some if you get a leading tone version or if you get the thumb holes. Now, if you're buying a leading tone version, bear in mind that the leading tone is a separate listing. So don't worry if you want the leading tone and that is not on the standard website. So what you do is you select the whistle, a low C, then you select the fingers. Do you want wide bore, standard bore? Do you want close finger spacing? And you've selected that already. And do you want thumb holes? Which ones do you want? And then that will alter the price some. But $600 as of this minute. Timestamp, this is July the 22nd, 2025. So if you purchase from Carbony, please use my discount code, Scott's Journey, in all caps. I'll stick that here, and you'll get 5% off, which I think that's really sweet. Nice of the Carbony folks. And remember, do some comparative pricing because of importing and a little more expensive professional grade whistle into your country if you, depending upon where you live. That's why I'm giving you, like I said, a few different links. The Carbony Low C, it is just, my hand reaches for it to play. It's lovely. I hope this has been helpful for you. If so, please like the video. If you're checking us out just because of this whistle walkthrough, please subscribe. We've got a phenomenal community of people learning to play the whistle together, particularly focused on low whistles. So, my friends, happy whistling. This is Scott Shade.